Good morning, good morning.
And welcome to Perfect Pair. I'm Kara Balmer.
And I'm Nancy Jirik. Welcome to Perfect Pair, where we talk about all things quilting and our families and our life and GE and a little bit of everything. So welcome. We're glad you're with us. Please like, subscribe, heart, thumbs up, all the positive, happy things. We would appreciate it.
Yeah.
So thank you in advance.
Yes.
Also, make sure to comment throughout the show. And later on, we will have a question for you guys to answer, and that will enter you into a drawing, I guess you could say, of some charm packs in a Yazzie bag.
Yes.
So stay tuned. Okay, quilts on set. Behind us is this beautiful strip joints.
I made one of these blocks, just one block for a sweatshirt, like just the block on the sweatshirt. It's a fun block.
Yeah, I've never made it, and I've been really curious about it.
Yeah, it's good.
I like it a lot. It's perfect for scraps, too.
Yes.
So. And then behind our wonderful producer, Mr. Shade, is a Gigi quilt made with Melrose.
Oh, and we have it upside down. That's Michael's fault. We're going to blame Michael.
It's all Michael.
Yeah.
How you doing today, Shade? I'm sorry, I'm throwing it back to you.
I'm doing all right.
All right. You feeling good?
You're getting the hang of this. You're doing awesome.
Getting the hang of it.
Yes, you're doing great. So, okay.
Perfect.
Kara made us something special today.
I did. I made, because it's National Chocolate Chip Day,
Yes.
I made chocolate chip cheesecake bars. Chocolate chip cookie cheesecake bars. I said it wrong earlier today, too.
I'm so
But it's
excited.
chocolate chip cookie and then
Cheesecake?
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet.
No.
Very excited.
Yes. So I made them last night, and Court couldn't wait to
Oh my God.
to dig in, so they didn't set up completely for him. I shouldn't have put this in my mouth. I'm sorry.
It is so good. Holy smokes, Kara. You're going to have to make this every week.
That's pretty big praise from you. 'Cause, I never know with you what I make, if you're
Right.
gonna
This
like
is-
it or not.
This is a home run. I love chocolate, I love cookies, and I love cheesecake.
Shade, did you take a bite?
I did.
So it is super easy. So if you want to put the recipe back up on the screen, I'll run through that really quick. So the best part about it is you just buy a refrigerated roll of chocolate chip cookie dough. So you don't even have to make the cookie dough. So that's what makes it super easy and super quick. Of course, you could make your own homemade cookie dough, but who has time for that?
No way.
You just grab an 8-ounce cream cheese, half a cup of sugar, 1 egg. Oh, room temperature. I didn't do room temperature. I should read instructions. This is like how I quilt, too. I don't read all the instructions. Anyway,
It's okay.
And then a half a teaspoon of vanilla. But I ended up grabbing a bigger roll of refrigerated chocolate chip cookies, because this one just calls for you to put it in a 9-inch baking dish, but I put it in a
Bigger.
11 by 13.
A big one.
A big one. Partly because I knew I needed to feed my family with it too,
And
not
feed
just
me.
everybody here at work. So I bought a bigger roll anyway, and I 1.5 times all the ingredients. So I took 2 eggs, whipped them up, and only poured in 3/4 of it. That's my math for you people.
You're math
but
genius.
Yeah, it worked out, I guess. But it's super easy. You just lay the 3/4 of the cookie dough on the bottom of the pan, and then pour in the cheesecake, and then crumble the last little bits of cookie dough on top, and bake it for 30-35 minutes. I'd say for my oven, I had to put mine in for closer to 35 minutes, but yeah, let cool, and then remember to refrigerate, because it is the cheesecake piece, so you'll want to keep it refrigerated.
This is so good.
Yeah, it was so easy. I will make it again, because
I'm going to beg you to.
Yeah.
So.
so National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, so that's
Yes.
what prompted me to find a recipe for chocolate chip cookies, or chocolate chips, and I wasn't going to make cookies, because again, who has time for that?
And everyone kind of has their own recipe that works
do.
for them.
Yeah.
So.
True. In my house, it's monster cookies, not so much chocolate chip cookies.
That's right, Diane. I can eat it.
So it's
happily.
It is also bring flowers to someone.
Oh.
I didn't bring any flowers today, but I got flowers on Monday.
She
for
got
Mother's
flowers
Day.
on Monday.
I did.
So
It's
sweet.
from my sweet son that decided to move to Arizona. We won't name names, but
I will. Kobe, you're in deep trouble.
yeah, I still love him. It is also Nylon Stocking Day.
Huh.
When was the last time you wore nylons?
Like middle school? My confirmation, probably.
Yeah, I was trying to remember too. Like, I remember wearing them on my wedding day. That was many, many moons ago. And like taking them off halfway through because I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
I've got this big long skirt on. Why did I even put them on?
Right? Like, no one can
What
see.
is the point?
Who cares?
Yep. I said National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, and then Peace Officers Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Was watching the news this morning, and I did see that flags are at half staff today, just in Minnesota, for those fallen soldiers or fallen police officers. Yeah. And they're
so-
getting a memorial in Washington, D.C.
Oh,
Anyway.
Nice. I'm sorry, I got us all out of order. I was rushing in here at the last minute. So, anyway,
Which is really fun because I'm usually the one that's rushing, and Nancy's usually chill and calm.
It's just
so
not-
it's really fun for me to come in and just be like, I'm ready.
well, I'm everywhere, so I'm a little crazy right now. Anyway, this past month, busy as usual. Let's see, I have been up to a lot with the kids. Clara has started I'll go Easter first, in case it's in order. Easter, we had at my in-laws' house and my parents' house as well, but this is a picture of my 3 kiddos with their 2 cousins, and they're just so cute, and they all love each other. And
That is a very sweet picture.
yes, it's so funny because Oscar, on both sides, he's right in the middle.
Oh.
So, like, there's 2 girls older than him and 2 girls younger than him on both sides.
And he's the only boy?
He's the only boy.
Oscar.
I know. And then, yeah, I don't have any brothers either. Matt has 3, so whatever, he's fine. But
But they don't, do they have kids? One of them has kids?
only one
One
of
has-
Matt's brothers has
Okay.
kids.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's all that's gonna be. So,
Okay.
so yeah, even on both sides,
Well, then he gets lots of attention.
he does, and he will know how to treat a woman right.
Yeah, that's true.
They will let him know.
Nice.
And then Clara has started on her 4-H quilt. She is making a tailor with a bundle we used to have called Evermore, and she is a big Taylor Swift fan. So she had to use the pattern name Taylor, and Evermore, I think, is a album name or a song name. I don't know. There's a lot going on with Taylor
It's
Swift.
Taylor Swift themed.
Yes, so
I love it.
there you go. She's pretty excited about it. Hopefully it'll come together quickly once she decides to keep working on it.
She's got lots of time. She's got
Right?
like, what, a month and a half, 2 months?
Right? So much time. And then just since the weather's been nicer, I've been doing a lot more hiking and got some good hikes in. That is a pretty one of the Minnesota River.
That is pretty.
Isn't it so pretty? A lot of them have to happen at sunset because that's just when I have time. And then there's another one. Elsa went with Matt and I, and that is at Louisville Swamp, the Big Rock. People boulder it. Like, they'll bring like pads for the ground, and they'll like bring chalk, and they'll
Really?
It's like a thing people do. I've never tried. I've climbed it, but not like officially.
Bouldered it?
Yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
And then there's just a nice picture of me and Matt.
Oh,
So cute.
Sweet.
Yeah, Elsa took that picture for us.
Oh, cute. Good job, Elsa.
I know, she's talented. So yeah, that's all I've been up to, but I'm sure it'll ramp up here real quick
Yeah.
with the fair coming. So
Right? You'll have lots to talk about next month.
yeah. I'll probably be
Hopefully
drinking
we'll
a
have
lot.
not much. Hopefully it'll be a quiet month.
But you had an exciting month.
Yeah, it's been a good month. We had baptism of one of my granddaughters, so that was really sweet. Here's a picture of the 2 of us. She's just a little chunk. She's our redhead.
She's so cute.
She is. She's just happy all the time. So it was very fun. And then last week, almost a week and a half ago. No, last week.
Yeah, last week.
Ofta. We had, my husband and I, we had twin babies, grandbabies.
Grandbabies. You guys didn't miss anything.
Here's a picture of Camden.
Aww.
Yes. And then this is Brooks.
That is so exciting.
Yes. So hats stayed on for like the first, well, in the hospital, and then for the first day and a half at home. And then it went to, because they're identical, went to no hats, and we put a little ribbon, or their mom put a little ribbon around Brooks' ankle.
Aww.
Because the parents can't tell them apart yet.
That would be like, I mean, I don't know if it would matter. Like,
right, I think about that, but then as a mom, she's like, I feel horrible
right?
if
Like,
I mixed them up.
And I wouldn't want to do it.
Right. But inevitably.
Is it a big deal if it does?
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, and before, like, Camden was almost a pound bigger than Brooks when he was born, but then Camden lost more weight from leaving the hospital than Brooks did. So now they're a lot closer in size.
That's
and
tough.
So, yeah, but it's been so fun. They're just little honeys.
That's
They're
so
just
sweet.
perfect. Yeah, it's been fun. So that's what I've been up to, holding babies.
And your first grandsons, right?
yes, and first
Yeah.
grandsons. So that's even more fun.
That's exciting. All right. That's all you had going.
That's
Okay.
all I had.
Okay, so next up we have our winners from last month. So we just want to recognize them. They, were chosen randomly from comments on Facebook and YouTube. And the question was, I think it didn't get updated, but I think the question was, where's the strangest place you have ever sewn?
Yes.
So, our winners of a charm pack is Judy Rossow. She says, I hand-stitched smocking in the Australia airport and airplane back to the States.
Cool.
Recently took my sewing machine and stitched in the hotel room for 4 days while my husband was at a convention. So, yeah, that's a good way to spend your time.
Mm-hmm.
Our next charm pack winner is Kay Rossow. I sewed in our RV while we were driving down the road to somewhere.
Somewhere.
All right. And our third charm pack winner is Roxie 2. On my back covered porch with my travel sewing machine is the strangest place I've sewn. I've enjoyed the fresh, cool spring air and bird songs. Mm-hmm. I often wish I could just go sew on my porch because I love being outside, but I love sewing, and it's just
right.
You gotta pick, and I don't like doing that.
Maybe that's something like, I know they have like the she sheds, which isn't quite being outside, but maybe we need to like make that a thing. Like,
Yes, you could have one side that's like a garage door.
it opens up, so that would be cool.
That's my dream.
I would really enjoy sewing outside.
Me too. That should be a thing, guys. Let's start it.
Yep.
And then our Yazzie bag winner is Debe Kitsos. The strangest place for me was my hospital bed. I was confined to it for 3 months, so my hubby brought my featherweight.
Oh, nice.
I hope you're feeling better, and how very awesome of him, and I hope you got a lot done.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you all for commenting, and please do so when we announce our next question, so you guys have a chance to win.
Yes.
Okay, now we're going to talk about our favorites. I'm trying to calm down.
I don't think it's working. You're so excited. So for me, I have been using and been in my sewing room quite a bit, but using the By Annie's Soft and Stable. So if you just want to go to the overhead, let's find non-glare.
Those lights are
with
tough.
the plastic on it. But yeah, right now I'm using like the larger one at 36 by 58. We've got a couple of different sizes, but I'll get into why I like the larger size here in just a little bit. But we've got a couple of different sizes of the Soft and Stable. We also have it in black. So if you're using a dark fabric, it is nice to use black Soft and Stable versus the white. Just because as you're sewing, if some of those threads come through, it's dark versus that light, which would drive me crazy.
I love using soft and stable. It's just so, it just holds its form so well. It's just structured.
Yep.
I like it a lot.
Yep. So that is mine.
Let's see. Mine, I have a picture, and yeah, you can show the picture first. Okay, we can do this. It's all good. My favorite lately has been the Heat and Bond Light. Specifically the Light, just because it is a lot more stable, not stable, more flexible than the, what is the other one called? There's a thicker.
Just Heat and Bond.
What's it called? I'm totally blanking.
I am too.
But we have two different Heat and Bonds. Both are great, but I prefer the Light just because it moves a little better. So, but both work well. So we have that in yardage and in these 1 yard.
And you've been using
yard.
Heat and Bond for your
Nordic Christmas.
I was going to say temperature quilt. We are beyond the temperature quilt, people.
Yes, so I've been using Heat and Bond, and so has, no, you've been using Steam and Seam? But yeah, I've been using a lot for the Nordic Christmas quilt, and no complaints.
Yeah.
So
Steam and Seam is just what I have at home. I really like it. I do like Heat and Bond as well. I know we carry both, but a lot of people really like Heat and Bond. It's just what I have in my drawer right now.
Yeah, it goes a long way, and it's really great. And I gave myself a yard to use for the Nordic Christmas quilt, but I highly doubt I will need all of that.
Right.
So yeah, that is my favorite lately. And what? Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. And now it is time. It is very versatile. Now it's time for our perfect picks. So this is. What? Am I missing something?
No, I'm just waiting to hear what you say your perfect pick is.
Sorry, guys. My perfect pick. So this is where we sometimes make a quilt out of the pattern and fabric, but most of the time we just don't have time. But if we had the time, this is what we would be making. So I picked the pattern called Strip Joints, the one behind us. It's really, really fun, I assume. That's what I've heard.
I can vouch for it. It is fun.
And my fabric I picked is called Melrose. Actually, do you want to put the wheel up first, just so people get an idea of what it looks like? It's so cute. And it's also the fabric behind Shade today as well. So
this is a great one.
I love this fabric. I've been wanting to make something, but I just cannot fit it in. But I love it.
But just buy the bundle. And then fit it in later.
Right? Yeah. And then, before I move on to showing you the fabric, I would also include the, this is the Mother of Pearl Color Club from March. So I would use all of these, kind of make it a scrappy background along with my scrappy other part, darker one.
You can show the
Yeah.
picture.
I really like this Color Club bundle just because you can use it for anything. It's perfect. You always need whites and creams in your stash. So I just really like that. Another favorite Color Club of mine was the mushroom one. And I kick myself all the time for not getting that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, now we can go to the overhead. And I'll show you Melrose real quick. So that's that kind of main print. Sorry. There you go. And so these are very, very dark navies.
Yeah.
Close to black. But I just really love all the different sized prints on it and just the different variety.
Yeah. It makes such a difference in your quilt when you've got a lot of different variety in your prints. It just adds much more visual. Yes, buy it.
Stop enabling me, Janet. Yeah, look at all these beautiful colors. There are two that I would probably leave out if I was doing the strip twist with the Mother of Pearl Color Club, and we will get to those in a second. But I just love how these colors all go together. I would never have put like this rust with like this teal, but I've seen it become quite popular and I just love it. Yeah. So it looks so great. I always run out of room. Okay, almost there. And this big polka dot is so fun.
Yeah.
I love it. And then one more in this kind of peachy shade. And then the two that I would leave out just because I feel like they're too light and might get lost is this kind of light blue and this light blue. They're beautiful. I have nothing against them, but I just worry that they might get lost with the mother of pearl pack. So yeah. And the strip twist does allow for those two to be left out. So that's what I would do. That's my perfect pick this month. If I had all the time in the world, that's what I would be making. So, all right, Kara, do you want to tell me all about yours?
Yes. So I have got 2 nieces that are graduating coming up here next weekend over Memorial Weekend. And so I have been busy making Grab and Go tote bags. So Shade, if you wouldn't mind throwing up the different pictures of the tote bags, that would be awesome. So this is my first run at it. The bag's great. I can't say enough awesome things about it.
I love
That's where we use the Soft and Stable in the bag. I put some laminate. We've got lots of great laminate in the store right now. So the laminate is on the bottom. And then I just grabbed, like for this one, I just grabbed a little bundle.
Oh.
And then a 1 yard for the
Inside?
inside. Thank you. Yep. And then I just found scraps that I had for my handles and for the binding. But so this one actually I'm keeping. And then this next one is, again, laminate on the bottom. And then I just grabbed scraps of blues or navies and golds. She's actually going to college, and these are her college colors.
Aww.
So it was really fun to make. I'm going to fill it with all things a grad needs to head off to college.
Smart.
So it's going to just be chock full. I feel like it's fun to bring something to graduates instead of, because they get like 1,800 cards and not many things to open. And
it's fun.
And they're girls. Both of them are girls that are getting these bags. And I think they'll just
I do feel like girls appreciate bags a lot more than guys.
For sure. Is that true?
Is that true, guys? Yeah?
Yeah.
Shade says yes.
Yes.
So.
And then this last one, this was laminate that we had when I first started here. We had some, so I grabbed some way back then. And then again, just...
That's so fun.
Yeah. So they were really fun to make. I'm going to make a couple more. You tell me that you use your Grab and Go tote to like haul Christmas gifts into families and things. It's just so awesome because they're huge.
They're huge and they're not going to fall apart on you.
Yeah.
I've loaded that thing up and it's been heavy.
Yeah.
And nothing has happened.
Yes. So if you want to go to the overhead really quick, I can show a couple more ideas. I grabbed the Rainier little bundle, which is just awesome.
It's so pretty.
I've been talking to you about the laminate that we have, but we also have canvas. And so I'm going to make my bottom with canvas this time with that Rainier bundle. Otherwise, this herringbone that I used on kind of that Americana one that I'm keeping.
Vintage?
Yeah, vintage, thank you. There aren't any more little bundles of that left, but we do have this new little bundle of Freedom Garden, which would be great with the laminate as well.
Yeah, those are awesome. And I do want to make a quick note about this. Its technical name is what? Mochi linen?
Mochi linen, yes.
But it feels like a very soft canvas. So.
Yep. Yeah, so either one, that's what I'm going to use next, like I said, to make another one because can never have too many bags.
I agree. And this one is so fun.
On a roll, so let's just keep going. And that was the other nice thing about making them. I did all 3 of them at the exact same time, so
it's like an assembly line.
Like an assembly line, so I just cut everything out at the same time, attached the laminate all at the same time, so it was just, I didn't have to stop and read the pattern for everyone. Read it once, do it
3 times. That makes sense.
Yeah, it worked.
That's awesome.
It worked really nice. So.
And anyone interested in making the Grab and Go bag, Gudrun did I don't know if it was a strip along, a quilt along once, a long time ago, but the videos are still available. If you type in Grab and Go into our search bar on GEquiltdesigns.com, it'll come up somewhere in those results. So you can find it there. Otherwise, if you go to our YouTube page and search for it, I'm sure you'll find it. So
Yeah.
it's really helpful. The one I made, I used the video because I was still kind of new and I'm not a great bag maker. And so I was like, I don't know what these directions mean. And like, it was just over my head at that moment. So the video really helped. So
Yeah. Hey. Cool,
good
cool.
stuff. And next up is our quilt
Just
along.
looking to you to keep us going today.
You shouldn't be. I'm a mess. But yeah, so we have been working hard at the quilt along. I hope you guys are joining us. It's not too late. We are doing Nordic Christmas, and it is so fun. First, I want to show off some blocks that some of our viewers.
Yes, you could put up the the Nordic Christmas quilt.
So this is
Real
what
quick to take a peek
the
at it.
pattern looks like. Looks great. Both Kara and I are doing different kind of colorways.
Yep.
But we'll have the same general idea.
Yeah. So far, we've done the tree in the middle, which is nice, quick, and easy.
Very easy.
And then we've done the stars. Stars? Is that what you call them?
That's what I call them. Stars.
The stars. Those are a little more time consuming, so you do the 4 stars
Yeah.
as the second block. And then the third and fourth block, we did the doves and the deer. And so we have some pictures of people and what they've done so far. So
Yeah.
let's take a look at those.
You can do a shade. There you go.
There it is.
So this is from Barbara. Those stars look amazing.
They do.
The stars are, for me, were the toughest part so far.
Yep. They were a little more time consuming
and exact. Yeah.
But they came together. Like it's always fun when you are like, what am I doing? And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I did it.
A little terrifying, but yeah, they turn out so pretty. So great job, Barbara, sorry. And next we have the reindeer and doves from Karen. They look great. And Kara on her reindeer didn't put an eyes and nose, and I did. So it's totally up to you if you guys want to. You can arrange the heart and the doves differently with more spacing, whatever you want. So lots of freedom here. And then, so that's Karen's. And next up we have Barbara's dove and reindeer. She didn't put the face on. Totally fine. Looks great. I like the stitching around it.
Yeah, I like the red around the doves. That's
a good idea.
Choice.
And then next we have Lana's deer and dove. Looks great. And you can see she did her doves and heart a little differently than the other two, which is great. So yeah, it looks so good.
I do. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your pictures. We love to see your progress and see what you guys are doing. And yeah, if you don't have to get the fabric kits, like everything that we showed you of the people that are doing it along with us.
They're not using the fabric kit. They're using their own stuff.
Their own, so
that's totally fine.
Yeah.
We'll allow it.
Yeah.
And then if you are doing it with us, please, we would love to see your photos of your completed blocks. It doesn't matter if you're current or back or whatever. Just put them on Gudrun's Quilt Crew on Facebook and use the tag. What is the tag? I always forget it. Hashtag GE Nordic Christmas. Yeah. So we would appreciate that. That helps us find them a little easier so we don't miss anyone's. So yeah, like we said, we started this back in February and we just finished up blocks 3 and 4, the deer and the dove. And next up, blocks 5 and 6, surprise, surprise, which are hearts and the candles.
Yes.
So I'll let you show yours first.
Okay. So you want to go to the overhead shade? So hearts here, and then my candles.
Oh, I like your plaid.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a fun, I don't know. Yeah, I like it. So this is mine.
Yeah. And then I literally just finished these 10 minutes before the show. So that's why I was in a rush. My hearts and candles. I'm annoyed at how dark these are. And so I'm going to stitch them down with a little bit lighter thread so that they stand out a little bit more. So that was my only oh, dang. Yeah, I think with the thread, they'll stand out more and be more noticeable.
I was just counting because I think it calls for like 11.
Oh, does it? I counted 10.
Okay. Maybe I read it wrong. I only did 9.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. So make it your own.
Yeah, I thought a good idea as I was doing it was to take the template for the leaves and make it smaller and bigger. Well, not necessarily bigger.
Vary the size.
But yeah, make different sizes of them. And I thought that would be a good idea. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
So yeah. And then I just want to say, be careful when you are fusing your leaves to your block because you kind of overlap on the bottom. Don't get it on your ironing table.
Yeah, I stuck just an old piece of fabric underneath because when you lay the leaves down, but you don't lay them fully so they stick out below, and then you fuse them on, and then, yeah, I just laid a...
Smart. I did not mess up the ironing table, but nearly did. Where do you get the pattern, asks Susie. You can get it on our website, gequiltdesigns.com, called Nordic Christmas. Yep. It comes in both paper and PDF patterns. Yep. So,
if you get the PDF, just make sure that your scale when you print is accurate because you'll want the right sizes for the
reindeer, the flames, the leaves, all that stuff.
For the templates. So,
yeah. I think in our February show, I had like a ruler with measuring the leaves or something to like show you that that's the size it should be. Yeah. So, so refer back to that if you need to. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah. So after this month, we are done with the center part of the quilt. So if you want to throw that quilt back up,
the Nordic
Christmas quilts, just to show where we're at. Thank you. So we will have those 9 center blocks done, and then we'll be moving on to
the mittens and the hats and those little diamonds
and
the zigzaggies.
Yeah, those zigzaggies.
Oh, one quick tip: when you are cutting your fabric for these next 2 blocks, I recommend doing I'm totally blanking, cutting the heart fabric first and then cut the candle fabric if you're using a lot of the same fabrics for it. I found that with the scraps of the heart one, I could use most of that for the candle. So yeah, also keep track of your little scraps because they will come in handy just for the little things. Nancy, you could stitch through the center of the holly leaves too. Oh, for a center vein. Diane, why don't you work here? Yeah. So smart.
Yes, that's a good idea.
That is a great idea. Yeah. I don't know if I trust myself to go off on my own. But maybe I'll try. It would be really pretty. Okay, any questions on that or anything else?
Any other questions?
We're looking good, Shade? It's a lot to manage.
Yeah.
His mic's not working, so we'll allow it.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay, assuming that there's no questions, let's move on. Let's see.
We have
the question.
Read the question.
Question of the month. Almost forgot it. So the question of the month is, have you ever made any fabric Christmas ornaments? And bonus points if you share them on Gudrun's Quilt Crew on Facebook. Yeah, we want to know what you've made. Have you ever made any fabric ornaments?
I have.
Yeah.
And then with that stuff that you have in your office.
That's right. Yep.
The
little card.
Yeah, I'll bring them next time and then talk about it so people know what we're talking about. So I'll bring them next time. You bring some too. Have you made some?
No.
Okay. We'll make some.
Maybe I'll make some.
Time. But I'll bring a few that I've made. Because there's so many different fun ideas out there, and I do give ornaments to all my kids, but now I'm getting too many kids, and now with grandkids, it gets to be super expensive. Like I did all the Hallmark ornaments forever.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I was up to like $200 at Christmas just in ornaments. And my kids, Whitney, the oldest, appreciates them because she's a girl, and she's gotten a couple of really good collections.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and she does put them on her tree. The boys, not so much. Although they're still young, they do like to put them on our tree and see and compare like who has the most ornaments or whatever. But they get to be really expensive. So now my thought is I'm just going to hand make them, and they'll still get an ornament every year, and maybe it'll mean something to them when I'm gone. I don't know.
I bet it will.
We'll see.
I have made the hearts, actually.
Yes.
That this, if you want to go to the overhead, that this block is made based off of. I did make the woven hearts, but that was for Valentine's Day. But it would be a great ornament.
It would be a great ornament. Yeah, because we did make some and put them on our tree here at GE.
We did, yep.
Yeah. That's another great one. I might have to add that to my my list.
Yeah, they're fun.
So
yeah. I made too many of them, though.
Very fun. So let's do that. Like, that's going to be part of the show next month, everybody. We're going to talk about fabric ornaments and all the different types that are out there right now.
Kara's going to give you an assignment.
Yep. So be ready. Share, and then we'll talk about a few and offer some suggestions. And
know what I've been wanting to make?
What?
They're like woven stars with fabrics. Those are so pretty. I like those a lot.
I folded all my fabric and had it all ready to start weaving, and that's all the farther I've gotten. So maybe I'll.
Well, you're halfway there.
Finish those before next month.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
All right. Okay. What's happening? What's coming up?
We are ready to get out the door shortly. The beginning of June will be our second month of Little Bundle Club. It's a really sweet fabric line.
It's pretty.
Yeah, this month. So make sure if you haven't joined, you still can become up and get a package every other month to make a little.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Nice little price point. And keeps you going.
Yeah, and it pairs well with the Little Bundle Pattern.
Or the Little Pattern Club.
Little Pattern Club, thank you. Yeah. Little Pattern Club, which comes out every other month as well. Weird how that happens.
Yes.
So yeah, both of them are really great. One or the other is really great as well. So.
Yeah. We also have our new Quilt As You Go batting kits that are on pre-order on our website. Goodwin talked about them on Tuesday. If you aren't familiar with what we're talking about, go check out our website or watch Tipsy Tuesday. We are super excited.
They're so fun.
They are awesome. I haven't made one yet, but I've got it in my to-do pile to do soon because they are.
I think I'm going to have Elsa make one for 4-H.
That is a great idea. That's
She's 10.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Yep. So the Quilt As You Go batting kits will ship in July, late July probably. And then we are starting to ship out this week the Felicity kits from Retreat. So if you purchased one of those, you will be seeing those go out the door here later this week and the beginning of next. I'm in the middle of facilitating all of it, but they'll be going out the door this week. Let's see. Tomorrow we've got Happy Friday. Oh, and I took that you were going to say that we have Happy Friday tomorrow.
We have Happy Friday tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. And our next show will be June 19th at 9:30. So we hope to see a lot more Nordic Christmas blocks and all of your Christmas ornaments that you make. So yeah, it'll be great.
Christmas it's becoming Christmassy around here. You know, it's like
all that fabric's coming in.
The fabric's starting to come in. So
it's on our minds.
Yeah.
You got to plan ahead.
Getting in the mood.
So you're not rushing around.
Right. So if we all make ornaments next month,
we'll be set.
Thing we'll check off our list in June.
Exactly.
It'll be amazing.
Planning ahead. Who thought?
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for Happy Friday.
Yeah. Have a wonderful weekend.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.